Hi, I'm trying for first time this option of live broadcasting. I don't even know if it will be good, but anyway, let's start. Recently, let me explain. One of the biggest platforms for auction online is called Liveauctioneer, and it's really a big platform. Imagine like an eBay for auctioneers. You put your products, you publish a catalog, and then you get time publishing it, and people start bidding on your products. And there is one day where you do usually a live event that is properly the auction itself. In the years that I have been using the platform, I have been seeing an evolution. And recently, Live Auctioneers is forcing the auctioneers to use their own shipping system that is called live shipping. Live shipping usually is extremely expensive, and it's complicated, especially for the auctioneers and also for the buyers itself, because they need to do kind of like a double process for getting their products. The last year, until 2024, catalog on Live Auctioneer had a price that was around $745 per catalog. Then around January of 2025, Live Auctioneer make a division, like say, okay, if you use live shipping, our shipping system, you pay $745. If you don't use live shipping, you pay $890 per catalog. Many auctions say, okay, you know what, I will pay a little bit more, but I keep my shipping. I do the shipping according to my needs and the needs of the buyer without forcing anyone to do it. What happened is that around August of 2025, let's say 7 months later, Life Auctioneer is forcing everyone to only go through the live shipping system. But doesn't mean that everyone pays 745. No, they are keeping the highest price per catalog, and at the same time are forcing people to do the shipping with them. Um, I would explain you what this is bad, in my opinion. One of the reasons is many auction houses has already a shipping department, or had 2 3 people doing shipping, and they receive a salary for doing that. Live auctioneer enforcing live shipping is just making that these shippers basically they lose their jobs, or they see sharply reduce the amount of work that they will have. So many auction houses would see the shipping department shrinking or just wipe it out. You have there a big negative reason. The second reason is that most auction houses, doesn't matter the size, what they will do is that they will try to still get the money that they do with the shipping, because this money usually around the income of an auctioneer. Like shipping is not a side dish; it's a big part of the auction. Some auction houses they even do 20% on top of the sale of the event sales through shipping. So we are talking about a decent amount of money that help auction houses to keep moving on. Then, because even if live auctioneers enforce you to use their shipping, doesn't mean that prices will go down on the side of the auctioneer. Most probably, auctioneers will include that lost revenue on the shipping on the reserve prices of products, meaning that anyway, a buyer will be paying the auctioneer the money that auctioneer was expecting, without even noticing the buyer or without even noticing live auctioneer. So the buyer is losing here because it will have a hidden fee. Yes or yes, no auction house will really let it go this part of the money. This is a big problem. The second problem is that in the same way that one auction house will hide a fee to cover these losses from the live shipping, still the buyer will be paying double shipping, because we'll pay the hidden fee by auctioneers and they will pay the very expensive live shipping fees. So buyers are losing here. Let me clarify. Live auctioneer is telling you, if you don't put by default my live shipping, you don't publish your catalog. you can't sell with us. So it's kind of a quid pro quo. It's like, if you want to sell, you must pay me and use my default services. This is extremely concerning. And in terms of business, it's bad. It's bad for live auctioneer, because let's say platforms like eBay or Etsy or even Amazon, like especially eBay and Etsy, the tendency is that to make shipping, domestic shipping, free, because it encourages buyer to buy. So we see here that live auctioneer is having a trend inverse. It having a trend in which they are enforcing people not to offer a free shipping. They're enforcing people to increase the cost of shipping significantly. And this will really affect the volume of sales on live auctioneer. I think this measure that they are doing, this enforcement of using a system that is actually, how to say, out fashioned. You don't go increasing shipping, you go decreasing shipping. That's the tendency. And forcing auctioneers to use that by default, and hiding the possibilities for buyers to choose properly, or even the auctioneers to offer more affordable shippings, will eventually means a decrease on sales, and will mean that many auction houses will be forced to close. The first situation is that many auction houses, they will be that their workforce will need to be reduced on the shipping department. And the second thing is that the buyers today will see automatically how the prices that they are paying, especially at the moment of shipping, is increasing. Not only because the shipping itself, like I am paying a service for receiving my package, it's because auctioneers, they will not let it go this small amount of money so easy, and they will increase hiding fees for buyers. So I wish everyone who use live auctioneer, and I hope if someone in live auctioneers are listening to me, I wish you to think about what you are doing, because this is bad for your business. Live auctioneer is not a shipping career. You are not a shipping career. You are a platform with multi vendors. You have the power to enforce policies, but watch out when your policies are affecting your own revenue in the short and long term. Life auctioneer need to understand that the tendency is not to make shipping more expensive. The tendency is to reduce shipping costs, and that way stimulate buyers to buy more, because this is where we all do money. A little detail: auction houses have many ways to increase or to absorb these losses by live shipping. One of them is hiding these losses on the reserve prices of products. But another way will be that auction houses will increase the buyer's premium. Some auction houses offer 20%, other 24%, other 28%. And you will see that suddenly they will say 32%, because they want to make as much money as possible. And it's not the fault of the auction house. It's the fault of live auctioneer enforcing a policy that is completely not flexible, that is not in the trend of the moment. You want more volume of buyers. You don't want less buyers. You want more buyers. And one of the easiest ways is to stimulate them to simply have free shipping, not more expensive shipping. That's what I want to share with you. I don't think anybody would listen to me, but I need to take it out of me, like that. And live auctioneer, I hope some one of you understand my points and see what you are doing is not very smart here. Thank you.